I love how we are committed to the run. Doesn't
Hmm.
matter what it looks like. Doesn't matter if it's a 1 yard gain, because those 1 yard gains at the beginning of the game, lead into the 10 yard gains, the 20 yard gains, and then we break one like towards the end of the game. That's how football works. You start to wear down the defense. You start to get those third and two conversions more often. You play on time, you play on schedule, and as we've seen with the Lions, that's what the Lions play. First few drives, we're seeing the running back number zero. What is his name? Can't believe I'm forgetting his name, but first few drives he's getting 1 or 2 yard gains, and then he breaks one for 20, and then the next drive he breaks one for 75. That's how you play. That's how you play offense in a balanced offense. You run the ball even when it seems like it's not working. It's working. Just let the game control the time of possession, and you're going to break one. And then once you do, now the defense has lost all confidence in being able to stop what
Yeah.
you have on. So, that's one thing that you definitely have to focus on. It's just, if you're going to be committed to the run, commit to it. Don't forget that it's a patient process. Your offensive line is going to create those gaps for one big one to break.
Hmm. Now it's crazy that talking about the run game, comparing it to Detroit. I mean, we see Montgomery and Jameer Gibbs have a very nice tandem over there. Ben Johnson had that, and the Bears last week against the Saints, they had two running backs with 6 yards per carry with 10 or more attempts for the first time since Jordan Howard and Tariq Cohen. Do the Bears have a little Montgomery and Gibbs now with Monangai and Swift, or is it too early?
I think it's too early to say that. Yeah, those two backs back in 2018 were really good. Man, what could have been with Cohen? What could
Yeah,
have been?
he was a fucking dog. Ben
Yeah,
Johnson would have cooked with him.
I completely agree. He was our Debo Samuel. He was our Tyreek Hill. It's just sad even talking about him, because you
Yeah.
saw the potential he had and what we were able to do. After he even left, you just knew we had something special with him. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not ready to say that. I think we're going in the right direction. Monangai is a really good back, someone who we can rely on.
Hmm.
Now he's no Monty. He's no Monty yet. At least he's got some growth, obviously. But I do like the fact that he he doesn't particularly like to fumble the football,
Yeah.
which which is something you can rely on every day of the week. Give him the ball as much as you want, as long as he does what he's supposed to do. As long as he averages 4.5 yards a carry, you know, we can win with that.
And he's
Absolutely.
he's a seventh round pick. We're seeing the value immediately, and I think with giving him touches and giving him opportunity, you make Swift have fresh legs, and we've seen Swift make some great plays in the fourth quarter down the stretch. So as long as we keep Swift's legs fresh, Manungai's giving us 4 to 5 yards a pop. Like Bieniemy's been on him about getting 4 yards a pop. I think this backfield has potential. I do want to see the back. Wanted to see in more a little balance like it was against the Saints. And who knows, Manungai could be a fantasy guy. If you need a running back, go ahead.
I do need to run back badly.
Manungai, hey, might claim his ass because who knows? I mean,
Who
people have
knows? Yeah.
Gibbs and Monty in their fantasy team. I mean, people get both Monty and Gibbs in fantasy. So I really like what I've seen from him so far. Swift, are you invested in Swift again now? Are you trusting in him after two straight 100-yard performances?
Yeah, yeah. I always thought Swift was a good player. Um, I thought his production at the beginning of the season was questionable, especially how many times we ran with him.
Yeah.
But football's a team sport, man. You gotta feed off each other. The offensive line has to start to meld together, and they are running, blocking their asses off.
Yeah.
They are run blocking, and they are figuring that shit out. And you just knew that the potential was there. You just couldn't really like figure out like what the issue was. You had a few different miscues. They just had to come together. I mean,
Yeah.
and also Caleb is getting more time back there to throw. It's becoming a unit that is proud of themselves, and that's what you need on any football team: a offensive line that is a solid rock that you can stand on, and to have that. Every guy in that offensive line room has to trust one another, has to be sacrificial, and they have to sacrifice. They have to sacrifice themselves for the team. It's a selfless position. It's a thankless position, and they've come together, and it's really really cool to see.
Yeah, and these lanes are getting open. The wide zone schemes working, running out wide, and then you have both tackles playing at a high level in the run blocking game. So I think Swift looks good. The run game looks like one of the best in the NFL the last 2 weeks. Do you think Swift could run for 1K and have like a Philly season like he had before coming to Chicago in this offense?
Two straight 100-yard performance. He's on his way. Rome's on his way to have 1K too. I mean, I think at this particular time of the season, we're still what 6 weeks in, going to week 7 next week. Um, sky's the limit. There's a lot of weeks left. We got 10 more weeks left. I think he can end up having 1,500, and so can Rome.
He just can't put together a healthy season. But during mandatory minicamp, he revealed to Bears media and in press conferences that his team reached out to the Bears to potentially get a contract